Career Conclave. The objective is to create a lot of awareness in the next 4 days for all of you to know more about pharmacy careers. With us is Dr. Khalid Ahmed Khan sir, Dr. Ramesh sir, Dr. Salahuddin sir, and all the members have been instrumental in planning this session. Thank you so much, Ramesh sir, for suggesting this session for the pharmacy students. And I'm sure this session will definitely help everyone. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Khalid sir, for being here. The session has been made possible with the support of IPA Karnataka State and the Adichunchanagiri University, Karnataka, India. Adichunchanagiri University was founded in the year 2018 in Karnataka and is a private institution with NAAC A plus grade focusing on quality education and research. It houses colleges offering courses in medicine, health sciences, natural sciences, engineering, pharmacy, nursing, commerce, education, and management. The university combines traditional values with modern academics for holistic development. The IPA, the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, is the leading professional body for pharmacists all across India. And I'm sure all of you have been aware of the activities that IPA keeps conducting. It promotes pharmacy development through education, science, and advocacy, influencing health policy and ensuring safe medicine use. IPA has been instrumental in conducting a lot of sessions post-COVID. They keep organizing a lot of sessions for pharmacy students, again, to strengthen the community as such and to create a lot of awareness. So I would like to welcome Khalid Ahmed sir and Dr. Ramesh for today's orientation. All the participants who are watching us on YouTube and also some of them are on Zoom, please stay tuned and stay connected. We'll have the orientation today and I'll walk you through the entire session that we'll be doing today. So apart from that, let's just introduce a little bit about Khalid Ahmed Khan, sir. Welcome, sir. Sir has done MPharm in industrial pharmacy. He has also done MBA, HR and finance. Then he has done pharma regulatory affairs, PhD in pharma regulatory affairs. Currently, sir is working as the deputy drugs controller at the Bangalore headquarters. He's joined department as drug inspector in the month of June 1998 after completing B.Pharm and M.Pharm from JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore. I'm sure a lot of pharmacy students from JSS are also joining, and they'll be very happy to see you as an alumni and also as the drug controller. From Karnataka, sir. Sir completed his PhD in Pharma Regulatory Affairs from JSS University, Mysore in 2019. He has served as the Honorary Secretary of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association Karnataka State Branch from 2019 to 2024. And Sir has been re-elected as the President of Karnataka State IPA Branch. Welcome you, Sir. Would you like to talk a little bit about you and the IPS activity to our participants today?
Definitely, Mr. Manoj. At the outset, let me wish you all a very good evening to all the participants and the organizers and Mr. Manoj. And Mr. Manoj, thanks for that wonderful introduction. I take this opportunity to congratulate all of you for being a part of this conclave, which is definitely going to be very fruitful for you all. As concerned to the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, I wish to inform you all that the new body of the Karnataka State Indian Pharmaceutical Association took charge in the month of January after the due elections, and as usual, from like the past many years, we are instrumental in doing exchange programs with respect to continuous education and camaraderie building within all the facets of pharmacy profession. So Indian Pharmaceutical Association, the nationwide association, is the most pivotal organization of the pharmaceutical body, having members across the country and across all the facets of the profession of pharmacy. It boasts about 13,000 members throughout India and almost 7,000 members from Karnataka. So Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Karnataka State Branch has been conducting various programs for the benefit of the industries, for the benefit of academicians and students as a whole. we are very happy that Adichunchanagiri University, one of the prestigious universities of Karnataka, under the able guidance of our Honorary Secretary Dr. B. Suresh, who is also the Dean of the university, they have been uh, gracious enough to accept this particular program to be conducted through association with Adichunchanagiri. So IPA is proud and would like to thank Adichunchanagiri University for extending this particular help, which is an online 5-day program that is going to happen. So I will not be taking much time. I would like to conclude by saying that these 5 days orientation with respect to the career conclave is definitely going to be fruitful. I request all the students to be a part of this all the 5 days and raise your queries, be a part of the discussions, and also give us suggestions with respect to how we can further improve on this and see that all the uh, pharma fraternity gets benefited with respect to the career counseling and associated issues. IPA also has a lot of programs in the pipeline, which you all will be, coming to know in due course. You also can be a part of it. We will be, advertising that adequately through the pharmacy colleges and all that. Another request that, as president of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association Karnataka State Branch, I would like to make is I request all the students and academicians who are listening to me today to be part of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association as life members, as student members. You can visit the official website and do the registrations and strengthen this Indian Pharmaceutical Association. So thank you all for listening to me, and I would like to uh, congratulate the organizers, and I would like to congratulate Mr. Manoj for conducting this orientation for today's session, which will be very helpful for all of you for the subsequent 4 days that are going to follow with Mr. Venkata Mukapati and Gopichand Pula and Manoj Kumar Yadava, all stalwarts of the pharmacy profession in their own respective fields. They are going to contribute to your knowledge and to your academic success. Thank you all once again and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, one question I would like to ask you.
Yeah.
Through the feedback form that we send, a lot of students also ask, how to get into government jobs at drug inspector. Any
Okay.
tips for them? Because this is one thing that we are not covering in our next 4 days. Rest of the
Okay.
questions which I have received, definitely I'll answer throughout the upcoming sessions.
Okay.
But then this one question, if you could just give some
Yeah,
thoughts, it will be great, sir.
I'll make it very short and crispy because the entry level in the state regulatory agencies is the drug inspector position, which is
Yeah.
appointed by the center or state governments. Okay, so for this, especially for Karnataka, you need to follow up the Karnataka State Public Service Commission websites. So there, any advertisement with respect to appointments will be coming up, and from there you can take a call. So as of now, around 80 posts of drug inspectors. The selection process is ongoing. However, due to some litigation, it is pending. So hopefully we will get all the 83 drug inspectors soon. And again, for the next vacant positions, the government will call. What I suggest to the students is keep watching the Karnataka State Public Service Commission websites, read the Prajavani and Deccan Herald and such official media. So there the advertisements will be coming. So that's the way how you need to enter. And the basic requirement there is a minimum degree with 50% of marks and all the reservation clauses that goes with the state government policies. So, and industry experience of 18 months in the manufacture of CC1 drugs or in testing of CC1 drugs. So these are the basic entry level criteria. So you can
Absolutely,
work on
sir.
it if you have the ambition. And CDSCO, the Central Drug Standard Control Organization, also is a parallel, but the apex Indian regulatory agency. So there also it is through the UPSC. So once the posts are called through the government, then UPSC will take the process, will initiate the process, conduct written exam and interviews, and there also the same selection criteria will follow. So you need to follow these websites. Thank you. I hope.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question, sir, connected to the
Sure,
same question.
sure.
B Farm, especially they when they ask for getting into government jobs, specifically with drug inspector position, they ask how to prepare for the exams. So again, any suggestions for them, especially for the first, second year, and third year students?
Okay, definitely it's a vast subject covering all the 4 years of academic know-how. Over and above, what I suggest is the regulatory system works under the framework of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. So before the exams, you can have a thorough review of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. There, all the rules and regulations governing or the regulating the pharma industry and the profession of pharmacy are very clearly laid down. So you can work on that. That would be other than the academic syllabus.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, sir. Thank you.
Well,
So I hope the students, specifically the BPharm students who had these questions in mind, got
yeah.
answers directly from the expert in the domain, Dr. Khalid. Thank you so much, sir.
One small advice that I would like to give to all the students is please put in all the efforts to gain knowledge, not to only score marks and pass the pharmacy exams. You should gain knowledge as a pharmacist so that in your career, that knowledge is going to help you out, perform in a better
Absolutely, sir.
way. And wherever possible, I request the students to continue their education by doing M.Pharms, M.Techs, MBAs, and things like that, and then venture into jobs. That's my personal suggestions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That was absolutely great. And I'm sure a lot of students will be benefited through that. And upcoming sessions also will plan to at least have one session specifically on drug inspector exams. Maybe
Yeah,
we can have some resource person handling this one,
sure,
sir.
sure.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh,
Well,
thank
uh,
you. Thank you so much, sir.
yeah, I will be logging out and you can continue the orientation.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you
Thank
so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ramesh, sir, shall I continue with the orientation with your permission?
Please go ahead, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. We'll go ahead with the orientation. So, welcome everyone for today's session on orientation. Today, the objective is to understand what is it that we'll be discussing in the next 4 days for all of you. This session has been planned again with the, again, just to give an idea, IPA Karnataka State Branch and Adichunchanagiri University by Karnataka. And these sessions will continue for 4 days, 5 days actually, starting today, from April 25th, for 21st to April 25th. And all the sessions will be online. The timings will be same for all the days, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It may go for 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock on some of the days. So have patience with us and try to make a lot of notes when you are attending these sessions. So a short description about the university we already discussed. Adichunchanagiri University and IPA has instrumental in supporting this session for all of us. So I would like to acknowledge Dr. Ramesh sir, Khalid Ahmed Khan sir, all the IPA members, Salahuddin sir, for their support and suggestions throughout the planning of this session. And I'm sure this session will make a lot of difference in our pharmacy students' life. So thank you so much, team, for the support. So thank you everyone again for being here with us. So today, let's get started with the orientation, and this is what we'll be covering. So today is the day one, and the objective of day one is always to understand what is it that we want to do for the next couple of days, right? So let's see what is it there in today's content. Number one, I'll talk a little bit about your registration. This is again for the B Farm and the M Farm students who registered with the given form, but then there are some things which they missed out, right? I'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll also say why is this so important in the corporate world when it comes to registrations, communications, writing content. Why is all of that important? We'll talk a little bit about that as we progress. So I'll pick up some examples from your registration itself and share why is this so important. Then we'll discuss a little bit about recordings and certifications, because a lot of you had questions on whether the recordings will be provided, whether you'll get the certificate from this session or not. So we'll discuss about that, and also we'll discuss how to get those certificates and also access recordings. Then we'll give some tips on how to make best use of these sessions, next 4 days sessions, and how to apply those learnings which you gain from these sessions practically, right? Then what after these 4 days? So 4 days are over, then what next, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that also. So how to apply those learnings and constantly keep learning even after those 4 days, and also connect with the IPA team and the experts who will be talking during these 4 days in continuing your learnings. Then we'll discuss about what you learn in 4 days, who are the experts, and what are the topics that will be discussing, what you can expect from these topics, right? And then of course we'll have Q&As. So every single day we'll have Q&As. If you have any specific questions, please feel free to put in the chat box here on Zoom and also on YouTube, so that we can take the questions directly from there and answer you. Okay. All right. So let's get started with the next slide. All right. So you registered, right? Normally what happens when we get a registration form, we try to fill in the details as quickly as possible and just get the information, right? We don't have much patience, right? This is what happens with all of us. I think I was also part of the same, I also used to do the same thing. But as a medical writer, I have been a medical writer for the last 17 years. And what I learned from my journey as a medical writer in the corporate world is, whenever we fill in some information, we have to give as much information and detail as possible, right? And when I say as much as possible, it has to be specific based on our own specific requirements, right? So let's try to understand what you asked for during with this form that we had circulated. So many of you asked about the career opportunities. What are the career opportunities, and what happens after you do B Pharm or M Pharm or PharmD, right? All these degrees. And then some of you, fill in that you are specifically looking for a specific type of career opportunity. And when I say specific type of career opportunities, you said either you want to go for higher education, you want to go for pharmacovigilance, you want to learn regulatory affairs, you want to get into medical coding, you want to get into teaching, right? All of this you had mentioned. But surprisingly, I did not see anybody, many of you writing more about research and development and all these upcoming career opportunities like data sciences, for example, right? Artificial intelligence, for example, machine learning, for example. None of you showed that kind of interest. I'm not sure why, or maybe you are not aware, right? I'm not sure, right? And then many of you also, when I ran another poll in the WhatsApp channel that we have, most of you said you are confused about the career opportunities after pharmacy, right? You don't have any clarity when it comes to career opportunities. Some of you here on this channel, you mentioned about research and development, and then you specifically wanted to know more about pharmacovigilance. You wanted to know about medical writing, medical devices, and all these different career opportunities, which most of you did not write in the registration form. So what is it that I understood from this is, this requirement is vast. The sessions that we have planned can only cover so much, right, in the 4 days. We'll try to cover as much as possible during the next 4 days, but there is only so much we can do in these sessions. So I request, through Ramesh sir and through all the members, that maybe we should continue this, career planning sessions for you. For maybe we can have some kind of plan or calendar wherein we do these regular sessions for you, so that we cover all of these career options, as we progress ahead, right? This will also help you to understand what the industry requirements are and how it can, how you should prepare, right? We discussed about drug inspector exam, and Khan sir helped us, suggested us that we should start preparing from the beginning, right? Right when you are in the first year B Pharm, you start focusing on the subject. So how to prepare when it comes to these, career opportunities? So there is no clarity right now with you. So after 4 days, I promise you that you'll have some clarity and you'll get some idea as to what is in store for you after you complete your course. Okay. And even after those completion of 4 day session, we'll try to send you a lot of resources because some of you have shared your email IDs. So we'll have the resources ready for you. We'll send you the emails and then you can continue your learning from there. Okay. Now, what did I realize from the registration that you have sent, right? Again, here, no offense, because I was also a student once upon a time. Uh, and then I also used to make the same kind of mistakes, right? But then this is because I have made the mistakes and come along and learned something. I would request you that at this stage, when you are a student, yes, still you are a student, please do not make the same mistakes as we did, and then we learn from there, right? So what are some of these mistakes? Again, no offense, as I told, most of us do not have any goals, right? When I was in my B Farm, when I went to my M Farm, I had no idea what I am doing and why I am doing, right? Only when I completed my M Farm, I got into scientific writing position. I got some clarity through my career. Before that, I had no idea. The only thing I used to learn was, during my graduation at Government College of Pharmacy, that okay, after B Farm, maybe I'll go for higher education, or I'll become a drug inspector, or I'll join industry, and maybe after M Farm, I'll go into teaching. Apart from this, I had no idea of any of the career opportunities. Thankfully, we had great seniors who are still supporting, who support all of us to even today, and they helped us a lot when we got into a career option. But for all of you, the advantage is you have the information on your fingertips. Please plan to have your goals steady, right? Before you complete your graduation or before you come out of your masters, please plan to have some goals. Set your goals, set your intentions right, and then definitely you'll progress. So again, no offense for all of you who mentioned that you have no idea, you are doubtful, you don't know what to do after pharmacy. Don't worry. Next 4 days, we'll have those clarities for all of you. Okay, right? Another very important, very, very interesting, aspect that I understood when I saw the forms, right? Most of you have not filled any questions, right? I'm sure all of us have a lot of doubts, specifically when you're attending a session like this and an expert from industry talking to you, you'll have a lot of doubts in your mind. So when you have a doubt, what is it stopping you to ask question, right? All of us have the same problem. I when I was in B Farm, when I was in M Farm, I also had the same challenge. We never used to ask questions. We used to have a lot of questions in our mind, but we don't ask those questions, right? So what is happening? What is stopping you to ask? When there is a form given, there is no restriction for you to fill that form, right? You can ask n number of questions without any restriction. Please feel free to ask, because only when you ask, you get. Only a crying baby gets milk, right? All of you know this, right? So only when you ask questions, you get answers. So there should be nothing stopping you, when it comes to asking questions. Please ask questions. Another thing is wrong degree, right? Again, I see this pattern across pharmacy colleges in India, right? uh, we don't write our degrees correctly. I don't know why we are not that serious, but then this is something which is something I don't like it professionally, right? You go to any medical student, you go to any other degree holders, you see how they write their degrees. They'll take all the pride when they write their degrees, right? They won't just write something in the registration form. And if I ask 10 students to write 10, their degrees, surprisingly, all of them will write differently, right? Some of them will write B Pharma, some of them will write B Farm without space, some of them will write B Pharmacy without space. There is no uniformity. Why? Right? This is something we should know. So when I'm doing a B Farm degree of 4 years and then an M Farm degree of 2 years, a PharmD degree of 6 years, I should at least know how to write the degree professionally and in a correct way. Now, what happens? You may say that okay, this is not a mistake. This is a very, very small mistake. How does it affect, right? Surprisingly, I have been, observing this for a long time now. And when we write our degrees in a wrong way, what really happens when you go to Google and search? You won't get the right results. It will not populate on the search results. right? So writing degree is such an important thing because it conveys our profession, our ethics, and also our knowledge about our own professional degree, right? So always try to write the degrees correctly. And how to write, again, in one of the sessions, I'll be talking about it, and also talk to you as to how you can present that degree to the external world. We have to be uniformly presenting our degrees because this is one of the most important thing that recognizes us or creates an identity for us on this global platform, right? So please write your degree correctly. And how to write, again, I'll show one of the slides in upcoming session, and then we'll learn more about it. Okay. So again, no offense. Most of us have made this mistake. I'm sure many of us are making the same mistake. So it's perfectly fine, no problem. We are all humans. We make mistakes. But the thing is, we learn from those mistakes and go ahead, right? So let's not continue making the same mistake in the upcoming days also, right? Again, with respect to emails, this is again a very general observation I have seen. I see this pattern consistent with almost all the pharmacy students, right? Not just irrespective of any degree. I see this, pattern across, right? So what is it with emails? Number one, we don't have a professional looking email ID. Some fancy names we put, and then very lengthy names we put. These emails do not look professional. Number one. Number two, when we receive emails, we don't open them. Now you may ask, okay, how did you know that I did not open the email? Of course, we have statistics, we have reports. When we send emails, we get an idea of how many emails were opened, how many people read the emails. So, right, we have the data. If you don't open your emails, when you don't read the contents of the email, you do not know what is going to happen, right? So many of you could not join this session probably because you did not even open the email. So if you're watching the recording later on, go back to your spam folder and look at the email and just see what information you got in that email, right? So email has to be opened. You have to at least, as a courtesy, please reply to that email saying, yes, thank you so much for sending this link. I'll definitely join the session. Or maybe, thank you so much for sending the email. I'm busy right now. I cannot join the session. I'll look at the replay and learn from it. Something, right? That makes a lot of professional connect. Okay. Now, some of you unsubscribed. When I sent the email to you, some of you unsubscribed from that email. Now, if you unsubscribe, you don't get any more communication from me on this session or in future sessions, right? So when you register for an event, at least until the completion of the event, please do not unsubscribe. This is not just only for this event, but all future events also. Not just from IPA, ACU, Adichunchanagiri University, but any future events that you are attending. The moment you unsubscribe, you stop getting emails from the sender, right? So please do not unsubscribe. Right. Next one is we do not know even how to write the emails, right? At least 40 email IDs were wrongly written. And when I sent out the emails bounced, right? So at least when you are filling a form, please ensure that you are writing the email IDs correctly and at least double check before you submit the form. Now, again, you may say, okay, this is such a small mistake while you are even talking about in this career conclave. This is such important information because tomorrow you might be applying for jobs and imagine you put the wrong email ID, the recruiter tries to send you an email and you don't even receive the email, right? So you will miss out the emails. So having a good email ID, opening the emails when you receive them, replying to the email, and then putting the email IDs in the correct manner are some of the important tips that I wanted to suggest. This should stay with all of us in the future, our professional journey as well, right? Please write the emails correctly. Whatever forms you are filling in, if you're just filling a form just for the sake of filling, it is okay. But if you are filling a form for a purpose, then the email IDs must be written correctly, okay? Now, next comes a lot of you asked about whether I'll get the recording, whether we'll get the certificate, and surprisingly, some of you are attending the session only to get certificates. I know that's right because I have been a student myself, and when I ran a poll in the group, some of you said, "I'm just attending the session only for certificate." I get it, totally understand, no problem, it's fine. But if you are attending these sessions, just for certificates, it's okay, no problem. But when you are here attending the session, keep a notebook and a pen and make some notes. You never know, one learning from the session can change the whole professional journey of yours. You completely never know, right? I have lots and lots of examples from my own professional journey where students attended a live session and then finally they joined a career path, chose a career path, and now the journey is completely changed, right? So it's very, very important when it comes to learning and connecting your professional journey, right? So don't just attend this session for certificates, please also attend for learning. Okay, now how do you get the recordings? You'll get access to all the recordings uh, through the YouTube channel that the link is already live right now. Through the same channel you'll get access to all the recordings. You can watch them as many times as possible and continue your learnings. Now, what if you get a doubt, right? When you are watching the recording, I'm sure you'll get a doubt, right? So what if you get a doubt? So what is it that you can do? One of the things that you can do is to connect with the expert, from the session on LinkedIn, and then clarify your doubt, or reach out to me, or reach out to the IPA team. We'll compile all the questions and maybe we'll have another session just to clarify your doubts. Okay, so learning has to continue, learning should not stop, and no matter what, no matter how many doubts you have, we are here to answer all your questions. So don't worry, recordings are always there with you and you can always continue to learn. Okay, now, all right, now certificates. How do you get the certificates? So the condition is you have to attend all the sessions. There is no doubt about it. And during the sessions, we'll be sharing the QR code and also the link only to the live students. And once you fill in the form, then your attendance is marked for that day, right? And we'll be compiling all the attendance at the end. And then based on this attendance, you'll be getting the certificate. The feedback form will be given during the live session. Now, when it will be given, there is no times for that. So it will be in the middle of the session. This is because, again, I know the pharmacy student. I have been a student myself. So let's, learn and then get the certificate, right? Let's not just attend the session for some certification. That is not going to help us, right? Now, all of you who fill the form, feedback form, again, I said, right, it'll be compiled and then finally you'll get the certificate. Now, how to make best use of the learning sessions that we'll be having throughout the next 4 days? Guess what? This is one of the most common mistakes that all of us do, right? I have also been on the same journey, and because of my experiences, I'm going to share what I did. So most importantly, whenever you are learning, please be comfortable. Sit in wherever you are attending the session. If you are attending from phone, attending from a laptop, please ensure that you are sitting in a comfortable position, and then you have a pen and a paper at least, right? And if you have a notebook, right, you can make all the notes in one specific notebook. That is always good. When you are making notes and also listening to the session, I'm sure you get doubts. All of us get doubt, right? There is no human being who does not get a doubt. We get almost thousands of questions in our mind every single day. There are a lot of reports on that, right? One report says there are about 15 to 16,000 thoughts that we get every single day. And of that, there are so many thousands of questions which we get in our mind. Naturally, when you are attending a session like this, we'll have a lot of doubts in our mind. The doubt can be a very stupid doubt, right? Very silly doubt, you may say, but then it's okay. Even if you have a stupid doubt or a silly doubt, please feel free to ask, and we don't mind answering even that kind of doubt also. So any kind of doubt you have in your mind, please feel free to ask, right? This is how you will make the most of the live sessions that we have planned, right? Now, so how will you continue, this journey even after the session? So we have a specific group that we can created on WhatsApp. So you can be part of that group, and we'll keep sending some messages on the same group regarding this session, regarding the upcoming sessions, and then you can continue your learning journey. We also plan to do many more sessions in future on career-related aspects for pharmacy students. and the objective is to have as much as learning as possible for all of you, right? Then you'll also have the recording in place, so you can always continue to watch the recordings and learn from there, right? Now, how do you learn? What do you learn in the next 4 days? Let's have a look at that also. So today was the orientation. I'm just doing the orientation. The what is it that you can expect from the session? What are the details that I already shared with you? Tomorrow, when we meet, we'll discuss about the pathways to global career options in pharmaceutical industry. And again, we have Venkat sir, who is the director of Ropra Life Sciences, UK-based and company. They also have office in India, and he'll talk about the global career opportunities that we have in the pharmaceutical industry, not just in India, but across the world. He has seen the world. He has interacted with hundreds of students across the globe. He'll also share his experiences based on what he learned with when he interacted with those students. So all the career opportunities we have compiled. You also asked a lot of questions in the form, right? So those also have added there, and there are many more that we'll be updating as we progress. So you'll have a clear picture of what is in store for you as after you complete your pharmacy education, whether it is B Pharm, M Pharm, or PharmD, anything, you will get an idea, a general idea of what kind of career opportunities we have. Day 23rd of April, when we meet, we'll talk about quality assurance and quality control with respect to pharmaceutical industry. And we have Mr. Gopichand Pula. He is an independent quality consultant. He's been working with pharmaceutical industry. He comes with over 17 years of experience in the industry. He'll talk more about it. And since he is an independent quality control consultant, he has interacted with many industries, and he'll share those experiences with us, right? Which is very important. And believe me, quality assurance and quality control is not just part of the manufacturing process. It is part of the entire professional journey we have. Quality assurance happens in the college level. Quality assurance happens in pharmacovigilance, regulatory affairs, medical writing, medical coding, everywhere. Any career path you take, quality assurance has to be there, right? Quality control has to be there. So we'll understand what, why, and how of careers in quality assurance through Gopichand sir. Next, 24th, when we meet, we'll be understanding how to use LinkedIn for career growth. In today's world, LinkedIn cannot be ignored. The power of LinkedIn is immense. And there are hundreds of examples, who have got excellent career opportunities just by being present on LinkedIn. What do I mean by being present on LinkedIn, and how to make most of this platform, global platform? We'll understand more about it when we meet on 24th, right? LinkedIn is like not just your online resume, it is also your online profile, which is accessible by professionals from over 60 lakhs companies from 200 plus countries. It's very, very powerful. So we'll understand, I'll try to give you a lot of demo on how you can use it. And if you have any questions, definitely I'll try to answer them, not just in this session, but beyond this session as well. 25th, when we meet, we'll understand about the careers in regulatory affairs. And again, Venkat sir, who's the director of Ropra Life Sciences, he'll talk about careers in regulatory affairs. He comes with over 20 years of experience in regulatory affairs domain. He's worked in the UK and several other countries, and he has worked with many, many pharmaceutical companies, and he'll bring a wealth of knowledge for all of us. So stay tuned for all these sessions, and I'm sure most of the other questions that you have asked in the registration form will be covered during the upcoming sessions, right? So with this, we come to the end of the orientation today. If you have any specific question, please feel free to ask either in the chat box. You can unmute and talk, no problem. I'll try to answer them before we go ahead and meet tomorrow. So let me know if you have any questions. You're free to ask. So those of you who are on Zoom, if you have any specific question, please feel free to ask. So are you excited about the next 4 days session? Let us know in the chat box. Yes, no. All right. So there are some questions coming in. Yes, thank you, Pavitra, Nidan, Sashank, Garima. There is one question on YouTube. Will we get the forums in email ID or details? Yes, you'll get the details of the feedback forms during the session itself. The QR codes will be displayed on the respective days. Don't worry about that. So Gaganji, thank you so much. I'm sure you're excited. Thank you. So all the details related to the feedback form and the certificate will be displayed on the respective days in the middle of the session. Okay. So during the session itself, we'll display the QR codes and also the links. This is to ensure that you attend the entire session of the day. Okay. All right. There are any questions you can ask. Don't worry about the certificate. Please focus on the learning. Certificate you'll anyways get. Okay. All right. I'm looking for any more questions. If there are, I'll take them. So we still have some time. I'll wait for it. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. Sunil sir is also here. Sunil sir, good evening. I hope you can hear me.
Hi, good evening. Very nice, I can say, introduction. You broke the ice. And I'm sure that all the attendees will gain a lot of insights. You have got a good ensemble of the speakers who have got rich experience. And their
Thank you so much,
learnings,
sir.
when they share it, it is sure to guide all the younger folk to improve their own career paths. Congratulations, Manoj and the entire team of IPA also for doing such a good job.
Thank you, sir. It was Ramesh's idea. And of course, thank you so much for being here. So some of you most of you know Sunil, sir. He conducted so many webinars, and he has spoken on how to use pharmacology for marketing. So if you have watched that recording, please apply those learnings for marketing purposes. I'm sure you'll get it. Okay. All right. So any other questions? Please feel free to ask. If there are no questions, thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll push off for today. We'll meet tomorrow sharp at 7 o'clock. In case you have any questions, you can always send an email to me or WhatsApp me. You have the details. If you have any other questions, you can also go back and see in the form itself. So thank you so much.
Nice one, Manoj. Dr. Ramesh here, nice one. ये तो trailer है, picture अभी अगले 3 दिन बाकी है. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night, and thank you everyone for your time. Thank you, Ramesh, sir, for suggesting this 4-day session, and we'll continue to do this journey together. Thank you. So thank you everyone for being here with me. Thank you. Salahuddin, sir, any thoughts? Let us know. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You are on mute, sir.
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. I'm sure the students has gained a lot of insight, and I do believe your upcoming sessions will be still more interesting.
Thank you, sir.
Delegates, please log in and keep attending the next 3 days. Thank you, Dr.
Absolutely.
Manoj.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you, Salahuddin, sir. And thank you, everyone, for being part of today's orientation program. We'll meet tomorrow sharp at 7 o'clock and continue to learn. Tomorrow's topic is global career opportunities for pharmacy professionals. And the speaker would be Venkat, sir, who is the director of Ropra Life Sciences. Thank you so much. How to become...
There is a question how to become a member of IPA.
Yeah, I was just about to read, sir. So
you can answer it.
Yeah, definitely. So how to become a member of IPA? You can go to the IPA's website and directly become a member. I'll share more details when we meet tomorrow. Tomorrow's session, before we start, I'll share you the membership form and also show you how it looks like. Okay. So thank you so much, Nidan, for asking that question, and we'll make a note of this. And when we meet tomorrow, you'll have the form ready for you. Okay. Meantime, if you want, you can go to the IPA's website and have a look. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And let's meet tomorrow sharp at 7 o'clock. Good night.